I smashed the glass on the stage. I forced the girl to dance on it barefoot, but the next second, I froze. Her dance moves were exactly the same as my sister who disappeared 20 years ago. At the moment she turned around, I saw the butterfly birthmark behind her ear. At that moment, I was almost certain she was the sister I had been searching for 20 years. 20 years ago, I was just a little boy. My mother and I prepared a beautiful princess dress for my sister. But the moment we pushed open the door, we saw my father with another woman. My mother rushed forward and slapped my father hard. She immediately asked for a divorce. But when my mother tried to take my sister away, she suddenly realized that my sister was gone. My father said the sick child was a burden and that he had already sent her away. My mother was desperate and furious, so she took me and left this home forever. But what I didn't know was that all of this was a show my father deliberately staged for us. A few days earlier, my father had taken my sick sister to ask my grandfather for money. My grandfather agreed to help her, but he had one condition. My mother and I had to return home, and from then on, my father was never allowed to see us again. Although my father was extremely reluctant, for my sister's sake, he had no choice but to agree, so he paid someone to stage a scene. He never actually sent my sister away. He just hid her in the closet. In the blink of an eye, 20 years passed. I had already become a wealthy man. I posted missing person notices and offered a reward of $5 million just to find my sister, but there was never any news. Meanwhile, my sister had already become an excellent dancer. That day, she came to audition for my mother's dance troupe. Because of a staff mistake, she was taken into the room where my sister's dress was kept. When she saw the beautiful dress, she thought it was a dance costume prepared for her, so she put it on. When the audition began, her dance amazed everyone in the room. I was also drawn there by the performance, but I didn't recognize her. However, when I saw the dress she was wearing, I instantly became furious. That was something I had kept for my sister. I would never allow anyone else to touch it. I rushed forward and pushed her to the ground. I wanted to teach her a lesson, and she struggled desperately. Before long, my father arrived. He looked familiar to me, but I couldn't remember who he was. I kicked him to the ground without hesitation. My father panicked and suddenly grabbed me. We struggled all the way to the rooftop, but when he saw the birthmark behind my ear, he suddenly froze. At that moment, my mother also arrived.